What was one of the worst pieces of advice that a supervisor gave you?
Hi, welcome to another episode of Car to Car. I'm Ramon.
And hi, I'm Dana. And today I have a question for Ramon.
Okay.
What was one of the worst pieces of advice that a supervisor gave you?
Okay. So, pretty much suck it up. So, I got a quick story. So, um, I was a victim of a hostile work environment. So, my supervisor was antagonizing me, um, told me that I'm a lieutenant now. This is the back end of my career, my illustrious 30-year career. So I'm being told that if I wanted to talk to um, any of my subordinates, that I need to ask them first. If I needed to go to the bathroom, I need to ask them first. I need to tell them which bathroom I'm going to, what time, and if I wanted to go eat, whatever I want to do as a supervisor, I needed to run through them. And if they weren't there, there was a backup supervisor I need to ask. Mind you, I'm nearing 30 years as a lieutenant, as a police officer. I'm a lieutenant at the time, and so that with a whole bunch of other situations that this supervisor put me in, I wound up making a hostile work environment. So it goes to internal affairs. Takes about a year to handle, and so when I wind up talking to the internal affairs supervisor about it because they said that my um, situation wasn't hostile, they told me, hey, there's different ways people supervise, and that they were telling me a story about how a supervisor disrespected them as a leader and stuff like that. And I was like, wait a minute. So because this happened to you, I'm supposed to suck up some stuff that happened to me that is clearly hostile, that violates all these departmental orders. And they were like, yes. And I'm like, wow, that has to be the worst thing that you can tell someone, um, that they're experiencing a situation that they feel powerless over, and to not be able to have a situation resolved was horrible because at the end of the day, I felt like the person that was doing it to me, my supervisor, if we were two men walking down the street, they would cross the street. Like it, my situation was hostile because of the situation that was set up and the person who it was. Like they wouldn't even have tried this, and I couldn't speak back. I had to do what was told to me because they outranked me. They were my supervisor, and so I'm thinking I'm trying to get some reprieve, but I got none. So I think the worst advice I was given, and I'm sure there's a lot more advice I was given, but that was bad. But to me, that's the thing that popped in my head. Suck it up.
Okay. Well, that was pretty bad. And I guess you sucked it
I,
up.
I sucked
So,
it up. I did. I did. I didn't like it, but that supervisor knew that, hey, listen, we grown men here. We need to change our actions or it's going to be a problem. I'm not going to suck it up.
okay, well, for me, when I got first was promoted to commander, went to ask a senior leader um, some advice. Just give me some advice on my new position. And one of the things that he told me, and now mind you, he had been on for about 40 years, so this was a senior. He was a chief at the time, actually my assistant chief, very senior man, and he told me that I just want you to let you know that officers are paid to do what you tell them to do, and they're not paid to think, just to do what you tell them to do. And I'm thinking, wow, I any officer that has the ability to take life and liberty, I want them to think as much as possible. I need them to think critically because so many situations they're going to come across. I need for them to be able to, you know, have some discernment and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. So and think critically. So I think that was the worst advice for me because while I'm not there to tell someone what to do, I'm not with them when they're on the streets and in these different situations. I need them to be able to make decisions, good decisions,
I agree.
ethical, moral. policy decisions, life and death decisions. So,
I agree. And, I look at these different situations that we found ourselves in over the years, and, I find it so funny at times, because we all take these same leadership classes, and we do all these, go through all these different situations where we're supposed to be smarter and things of that nature. And it's like we don't learn. Like all of that stuff just goes out of the window. So I would say to police leadership, don't let the money that was spent on you in these expensive classes that we take go to waste.
exactly. Use those leadership skills. And when you receive bad advice, also just continue to educate yourself and take leadership classes because sometimes you may not get the right training internally, but you can go externally and get great advice. And also develop mentors from other agencies and different organizations. So you don't have to sit with bad advice.
I agree. That's all I got.
That's all I have. And until next time, this is another episode of Carter Car Podcast. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Until next time.
Till next time.